Ryan, is there going to be a ban?
Yes.
All right, roll credits. Whoa. Really?
Yes, really. It will happen.
Nah, come on. This is supposed to be a positive video. Positivity. I don't want doom and gloom.
I'm positive it will happen. Hey, if you've got a drone, fly it. Keep flying it. The ban happens, you're good to go. Keep flying it. Doesn't make a difference. What the ban impacts is your ability to buy a new drone from an authorized retailer in the U.S.
Okay, well, that's not as bad as I thought. So a lot of people think that the ban's going to happen. You're not going to be able to fly the drone you already have. They're going to drop out of the sky. The FCC is going to turn off everything. But that's not the case.
It's signals that are approved by the FAA are allowed to be sold in the United States. Mm-hmm. When they deny or put you on a covered list, they aren't approving a signal. So DJI comes forward and says, oh, we have the Mavic 20. Doesn't matter. FAA says we aren't going to provide a signal approval for it. Right. You can't sell it here.
Because very often when the drones leak, the first thing we see is the FCC approval for the signal. And that's how we kind of get an idea of what's coming down the pipe.
Bingo.
So that's the thing that they're going to put the kibosh on. Does this include equipment like microphones and other non-flying cameras that are Wi-Fi compatible and Bluetooth and all that?
Wi-Fi compatibility. That's the thing. Anything that has a signal with it is going to be on that covered list.
Okay. Put up the graphic. All right.
The FCC vote that happened was retroactive. It was giving them the ability in the future, right, in December, to come back through and retroactively remove signals that they've already approved.
Yes. Okay. So, this is a sticking point for some people. Please explain that.
Yeah. So, for instance, let's say the Mini 4 got approval after December of last year. I think actually we could go with the Mini 5.
Mini
right?
5.
We know that one got approved after December of last year. So the FCC, they could come back through and say, we are retroactively removing our approval for that drone. Does that mean you can't fly the Mini 5 Pro? No, it has no impact, period.
Right.
What it does mean is that, hey, and a retailer has that on the shelf, brand new for sale, can't sell it.
They can't sell it. So you can't import it, and if they already have stock here, they can't sell it to you.
They can't sell it.
Parts. Even if the parts aren't FCC approved, like that transmit or receive, you still can't get those parts?
That's quite possible, right?
Okay.
So
I know the FPV community is very worried about this.
So anything that's related to that drone could be banned from sale in the United States.
What about like eBay, second-hand stuff? Like if I have something and I want to sell, I can sell it, right? It's fine.
Yeah, go for it. Where are you going to send it to get it fixed?
Yeah, it's going to deter people from buying because they're worried about repairing it after it's crashed. And like DJI Care Refresh in particular, they're probably not going to honor that.
And we have an example, right?
Yep.
Huawei phones, right? So Huawei phones, they're banned in the United States. Can you still use your Huawei phone? Sure. Can you still find them out on eBay? Yeah, absolutely. Do you see Verizon or AT&T, whoever, selling them? No.
So DJI loses their mind and releases the Phantom 5. I want it. I can't import it. Can a Canadian gift it to me?
Technically, you're in the black market, right? Because you would be importing it into the United States.
But it's just being delivered. I haven't bought it. It's just a gift from a Canadian, a nice, friendly Canadian.
And it has to go through customs because you are importing it. Just as you bought it overseas and you're bringing it back on the aircraft, right? You're flying into, I don't know, Dallas, and you have to get out a form, and there's a customs form to declare what you're bringing.
Oh, okay. So it's like when I tried to bring in a suitcase full of bird nest soup from Asia.
Yeah.
That was a couple of days. The thing that's happening with the FCC, there's a decision, there's something by December 23rd.
So the December 23rd date is when the time expires for the Congress, the NDAA, that had mandated do a review, a cybersecurity review of DJI. If the cybersecurity review of DJI proved that, hey, there was no cybersecurity concerns. All bets are off. You're good to go. You can ignore the ban. Here's the problem.
Okay.
Nobody has done the cybersecurity review. Nobody is going to do the cybersecurity review.
Yeah.
So automatically it's going to go onto the covered list, period.
How does it get off the covered list? How do we undo that? Undo.
Yeah, have an act of Congress, literally.
Oh my God. Congress. Well, you know what? This is all mostly stuff from China, right? Because we're afraid of China now for some reason. We're mad at them, apparently.
I think this is the one sticking point, right? So it is mostly from DJI. The challenge is, and this is where it gets kind of murky, DJI had created a number of shell companies, or a number of companies partnered with DJI to get DJI built drones into the US rebranded. So there are several companies out there that are selling drones that, oh, it looks exactly like the Mini. Oh, it looks exactly like the Air. Oh, it looks exactly like the Mavic. It is. It's built by DJI in Malaysia.
Oh, okay.
It's imported here.
Okay.
And it's rebranded as an American-made drone. It's not. And this particular action by the FCC is going after those.
After the shell companies as well. So they're trying to be sneaky?
Yes.
Well, you know what? I'm not worried about China. There is good news. There is really good news. I don't know if you saw it, but Trump recently had a meeting with Xi, and it was good. He said...
But overall, I guess on the scale of from 0 to 10, with 10 being the best, I would say the meeting was a 12.
All good. I mean, you can't beat 12 out of 10.
And he reset the tariffs back to January of this year.
Was that good then? I can't remember.
Yeah, because they were 100% or 100.
Oh, yeah, it's down to like 10% now, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so there's a fine little window before the FCC ruins everything, like right now, where you can get... Okay.
Go buy your new drone now.
Yeah, by the way, I'm sure a lot of you know this, but you can get like the Mini 5 Pro at Newegg with no problems. NPRMs! No.
Notice of proposed rulemaking. So when the FCC does decide that they want to do retroactive bans on products, they're going to have to put out a request for public comment on each and every one. The NPRM process allows us as the consumers, as the general public, to make our comments to the FCC and say, here's why you should do this, or here's why you shouldn't do this. And those have to be open for usually it's 60 days.
Yeah.
And then they take forever.
Yeah. And we remember how effective all of our NPRM ship was for remote ID. So that's going to help.
Well, look at it this way. NPRM for remote ID, right, took more than a year to complete.
So could this whole ban thing be being pushed just like that? Could be being pushed and pushed?
Timeline could keep going out and out and out.
If you think about it, this would be one of the worst times to do that because fourth quarter's coming up, Christmas, gifts, right? I mean, it's going to affect everybody. That's money.
Yeah, you might be able to ban the initial things up front to say, we aren't doing anything new from here going forward.
Okay.
But when you get into those retroactives, yes, it's going to be months and months.
What are the three absolutes that we know at this point? 1,
continue to fly. You're not impacted with your existing drone.
Okay. 2,
truly expect a ban December 23rd with the FCC coming down to make sure that DJI is no longer able to sell brand new drones in the U.S. market.
And 3,
look forward to lots of notice of proposed rulemakings that are going to span the test of time and potentially a lawsuit here or there to put this out for several months, if not years.
I hate doing a doom and gloom video, but you know, when I called you and asked you to come on this to talk about this, what were you doing?
I was flying.
You were filming the fall foliage.
I was getting fall colors.
Yeah.
This is the time right now to get all those fall colors. And yeah.
And here's a little bit of that. I hope people watching will help you. Your MCDO legal fund needs a little help right now. If you're able to help Ryan help us.
Our legal fund is out to help drone pilots make sure that we are tamping down on illegal ordinances, pushing forward the ability to fly drones everywhere throughout the nation, especially as we fight cases here in Michigan and are able to use those precedents elsewhere.
Thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ken.
All right. Until next time. Quick. Bye.
Bye.